Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. Oh boy, this one's got Fight of the Night and a CT scan written all over it. We've got two men built for chaos, no reverse gear installed, and both of them think a guillotine choke is an acceptable dinner table conversation. It's Duncan versus Mateusz Rebecki, and somebody's getting thrown into the shadow realm, possibly twice if there's a scramble. The problem Duncan coming in at plus 175 with a record of 13-2. Duncan is the problem, and appropriately his fights tend to look like algebra with no solution. Pure confusion, wild energy, and someone usually ends up unconscious or gasping for air. He's a pressure striker with pop in his hands, a sneaky submission game, and the type of heart you either admire or want to test if you're a psychopath. He's most dangerous in the pocket. That right hand, it doesn't whisper, it screams. And if you think he's just a headhunter, think again. He'll mix in sharp kicks, throw combinations, and brawl like he's late for a bar fight. Ask Charlie Campbell, who thought he had Duncan out cold. Next thing you know, Duncan's handing out naps like a preschool teacher, but he's not just swinging hands and praying. Duncan's guillotine choke is an absolute demon. He's snagged back-to-back wins with it. If you shoot a takedown on him recklessly, you're basically offering your neck like a Victorian poet. Still, defense isn't his strong suit. He absorbs 3.63 significant strikes per minute, and his defense sits at 47%, which is code for he gets hit a lot but doesn't mind. Unfortunately, that means you can hurt him if you get there first. Add in a 37% takedown defense, and you can see where things might get hairy against someone with grappling chops. Duncan is gritty, nasty, and has the heart of a lion, but sometimes also the grappling of a giraffe trying jiu-jitsu. That said, he's on a roll. 2 straight guillotine chokes, one of them against the previously undefeated Bolaji Oki. He's clearly tightening things up and building confidence. The question is, can he keep that momentum against someone like Rebecki, who comes into every fight looking like a Polish bulldozer? Mateusz Rebecki coming in at minus 210 with a record of 20-2. Rebecki fights like someone dared him to punch through a wall and he said, "Which one?" This man is pure violence with technique. He's got that rare blend of explosive striking, heavy wrestling, and a submission game that's as funky as it is dangerous. Honestly, his highlight reel looks like a UFC video game glitching in ultra-violence mode. He'll pressure you relentlessly, throw heavy bombs, and if you survive that, congrats. You now get to grapple with a BJJ black belt who collects heel hooks like they're Pokemon cards. He's got 7 submission wins, heel hooks, arm bars, a rear naked choke. The man's basically anatomically offended by your joints. And while people call Duncan the problem, Rebecki is more like the final exam. You might survive the first flurry, but if he drags you to the ground, you're entering his world, and his world sucks unless you enjoy your knee bending the wrong way. Rebecki also boasts 9 knockout wins and 10 first-round finishes. He doesn't like judges. He barely tolerates referees. He's coming in hot, staying hot, and hopes you melt before he does. But he's not invincible. He got stopped by Diego Ferreira back in May. First-round TKO, and his takedown defense is only 45%, which means if someone can wrestle, they can maybe wear him down. And while he can take damage, he's not a robot. Power strikers have clipped him before, and Duncan fits that mold. Still, even when Rebecki isn't dominating, he's usually in the fight. He gritted out a tough win over Miktibek Oralbai, a guy who fights like he's mad at everyone, including his own cornerman. So, who wins? If you like technical chess matches, this ain't it. This is a dumpster fire full of hammers. Duncan wants to walk Rebecki down, swing big, and if needed, catch him in a guillotine that has been surgically attached to his spine. His path to victory is shock and awe. Land something heavy early or snatch a neck off a bad shot. Rebecki, on the other hand, is more of a meat grinder. He'll test Duncan's chin, then test his cardio, then test his ligaments. The longer this fight goes, the more it starts to feel like Rebecki's pressure, pace, and depth of skill become too much to handle. It's close, and Duncan is absolutely live. But Rebecki's experience, submission diversity, and ability to mix it up might just edge him ahead, assuming he doesn't eat one of those patented right hands clean. Official pick, Mateusz Rebecki by submission in round 2. It's going to get violent, it's going to get ugly, and someone's going home with a sore throat or sore ankle. Rebecki weathers the storm, drags it into the deep water, and finds a limb to ruin. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.